guys, welcome back to another pick a card reading here on my YouTube channel, Into the Light. Thank you so much for being here today and clicking on this video. So today's pick a card reading is going to be about your relationship with this person in a past life. So this is going to be a past life reading about you and your person and the relationship you shared. So we have 4 piles to choose from today. We have pile 1 with the sunstone crystal, pile 2 with the rose quartz crystal, pile 3 with this spiky seashell, and pile 4 with this mini seashell. So those are the 4 piles to choose from today. Think about the question, what was a past life relationship with this person? All right. And without further ado, we're going to get started with pile 1 with that sunstone crystal. Timestamps will be in the description box or the comments down below. All right, let's begin. All right, so if you have chosen the sunstone crystal, you found your way to your reading. So your relationship with this person in a past life. Let's see how it went. Okay. We're going to start off with the tarot, and then we'll dig into the rest of the cards. So we have the Lovers, the 7 of Cups, and we have Death. So I see your past life relationship with this person. There was a very strong pull. Okay, you guys were very attracted to each other. You felt like this is a... You felt kind of weird because you guys might have been really different in, however types of ways, but you guys still felt like you were meant to be together. However, I feel like because of situations in the past, this wasn't able to happen. I feel like somebody was, and I feel like this is the masculine here. The masculine energy was really conflicted because there's so many things that they could choose from. I feel like this is one of those relationships where the feminine just, knew what they wanted, knew they wanted love, but the masculine was like, but like, I also have all these other options. I also have all these other jobs and ideas that I want to do, that I want to start on. I also have this and this and this. So it's like this relationship never moved forward, even though there was a strong connection there. Okay. It seemed as though there was one person that was causing this. It's like they were thinking with their ego. They were thinking like if I stay with this person, if I'm in a relationship with this person, what will other people think? What if I make the wrong decision? What if I make the wrong choice? So this person really went back and forth a lot in this past life relationship, right? In this connection. So even though you guys had this very strong relationship, they did not listen. They did not understand that. And I feel like in the end, you guys separated from each other. You went your different ways. So there's a lot of like pain here because it's like this feeling of neglect. Like, that connection is there. That strong feeling is there, but you're not acting on it because of your own kind of selfish reasonings, because you're following more of your ego. You're wondering like all the other things that you could do, what other people are going to say, You're thinking about money, you're thinking about like everything else, right? So this person did not put love first. Love was in a back burner. So this relationship did not get up off the ground, okay? Next we have Watchtower of the North, Winter. Yeah. And then we have Standstill, which is also this wintry background here. So that's very important. And then for your Lenormand, we have The Path. And we also have, the Coffin. Yeah. This relationship did not, like this connection, because I can even say relationship because you guys didn't get into this relationship. This connection just didn't move off of the ground. Like, it was very cold. Like, I feel like this person treated you very coldly, even though they knew that there was a connection there. It's like, because there was a connection there and there was a strong feeling, it's like this person would feel really bad and regretful and like guilty if they didn't, act on this, because they knew it was true. They seen it in front of their eyes. They felt it in their heart, but they had to act cold towards you so that they would feel okay with making the decision of moving away. It's like this person was trying to block you out, right? Winter here, this is showing you that uh, in a past life with this relationship, with this connection here, you had to heal from this, right? You kind of had to alienate yourself and be on your own and heal on your own. And it really was really hard for you to just sit in your emotions, knowing that the person that you're supposed to be with is out there, but it's hard to even get to them. Like, they're just on their own, doing their own thing. They don't want to start anything with you. And that was really painful for you. So you had to go through this very heavy healing process on your own, because the person that you loved may have loved you back, but they didn't feel like that was the most important thing in their life. Okay? So that was like really painful for you, which I feel like this is also something that is important to know, especially if you're thinking of getting to a relationship with this person in this present life, like in this day, 2020. I feel like there might be a feeling of needing to do more, of needing to show more, I know, like, because it's like you don't want, there's that feeling inside you, like in your soul, kind of, that this person, of what this person did to you in a past life. And I feel like that's something you have to heal from in this life, like having that codependency, feeling like you need to keep on giving more, giving more, giving more to get this person's attention. Okay, so that's something to pay attention to in this life, right? But I feel like in the past life, you had to look inwards, and that was something that you avoided for a long time because it was painful, that your person was walking away from you. With standstill here, alienation, a stalemate, stagnation, withholding, grinding to a halt, insensitivity, mistrust, like, this relationship didn't get off the ground here at all. It was very stagnant. Okay, it was just really cold. Like, you guys couldn't, because of the external situations in your life, it's like even that was showing you guys that maybe this wouldn't be possible. And you went your separate ways, even though you didn't really want to. Right? And you felt alienated, yeah. And this person was you both were withholding feelings from each other too, because it's like one person just walked away and you're like, all right, well, I guess I can't really do anything about this. Right? It's like they're turning their backs to each other, but they would be a lot warmer if they came together and held each other. And then we have the path and the coffin, which is literally like a dead end. Like, this relationship was a dead end in a past life. Okay? That's really all I got to say to you guys here. So that was your past life relationship with this person. Remember, this is a past life and not present. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. Alright, so if you guys have chosen the Rose Quartz Crystal, you found your way to your reading. So a past life relationship with this person. How did it go down? What happened? Alright, so we're going to start off with the tarot. Stick that in the last pile, so I'm going to keep it consistent. Need some consistency up in here. So, we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Cups, and we also have the Page of Wands here. So I'm just going to move these. Okay, yeah. So a past life with this person, okay, I definitely feel like the masculine was very, very up there. Okay, the masculine had enough money to give to others. I feel like the masculine was definitely focused on feeding the poor, right? And focusing on making sure that everyone had enough to eat. Uh, I don't really see the masculine as being someone that's very high up. You know, they didn't have like a huge authoritative position, but they were making a really good amount of money that they could share their wealth with others freely and openly. I feel like the masculine really cared a lot about, you know, giving to others and doing for others and being at service for others. Okay. So I definitely see that this person, sorry, my niece just walked into the room. I definitely feel like this person, so this is what happens when I get distracted. Where was I? Okay, I definitely feel like this person uh, was very charitable. Okay, let's end it off there. Now, on the feminine side, the feminine was very, very nonchalant. Okay, the feminine didn't care about, you know, leaving attachments, right? The feminine felt like if something isn't going right in my life, if I don't like a certain situation, I'm going to leave and find something better for myself, right? The feminine didn't really care too much about who was uh who was around them if they weren't doing good for them, right? So I'm burning some Palo Santo. I feel like the feminine as well was was on their own a lot in this past life. Like they made their own decisions. Okay, they found their own way. Okay, I definitely feel like the feminine as well was didn't care that much about other people, what other people had to say to them, right? Whereas the masculine energy did. As well, I'm feeling like you guys were friends in a past life, but you guys never really seen eye to eye because of this difference. Like one was kind of a people pleaser, the other was not. The other was seeking truth, right? So that was the dynamic of this relationship. But I feel like you guys were friends and you went to each other for creative ideas, things like that. I feel like the masculine was very creative in nature, but they never really got into that. Like they more thought like logically, they more had like a practical approach in this past life. Okay, next we have Herbal Kitchen, Alchemist, and then we have Great Power, your Lenormand, we have the Clouds, and we have the Garden. Okay, so yes, um, with Alchemist, I feel like both of you guys were really great. Like that was one of your strong abilities in this past life was alchemy. Okay, I feel like especially on the masculine's part, I feel like the masculine was very strong alchemist, but the masculine did not want to get into that because maybe in this life, like it was kind of looked down on. Like people didn't really like get into it, you know? It wasn't really important in that time. And I feel like as well, maybe doing things like I'm just hearing like doing things like alchemy as a masculine, you know, as a man, being in the kitchen and everything was like weird in this time. Okay, just in this time, and that's why they kind of just hid it. But I feel like this person, like the masculine, did this under the table, like this alchemy stuff, and maybe like sold like potions and spices and just things like that, but under the table, and that's how they funded for giving to other people. Okay, nobody really knew why this person like had enough money to be charitable like this, but I feel like you knew it's because they were doing like this alchemy stuff under the table. And that's why you went to this person for advice on a few things. Okay, but you also felt like like frustrated. Like, why aren't you doing what you're good at? Like, why aren't you like following your passions? Like, you have this natural affinity for like plants and herbs. You can be gardening. Like, you could be doing this and this, you know? Like, you're a natural, like this person was a natural at this stuff. And you're just getting frustrated at them. Like, why aren't you following your dreams, you know? At the end of the day, like, yeah, you might be, you know, making people happy and giving to people, and, you know, you're going to have a good reputation here. But when you leave, when you're gone, what do you have to leave behind but, you know, having a good reputation? That's all you're going to be known for. Don't you want to be known for creating something on your own? You know, and I feel like that's why you guys didn't really see eye to eye in a past life here, because this person wasn't looking into their inner wisdom and using like natural remedies and natural things like this to to help to help others, you know? I feel like they just thought like, okay, well, I'm giving money, I'm doing this for, I'm being at the service for the poor. So that's all that I need here. That's okay. Like, I don't have to be doing all of this stuff. But I feel like that was something that you really liked to do in your past life. Like, you like to create different kind of healing sprays. You worked with herbs and stuff in a past life. You had this natural ability to do this. I feel like you were out a lot. You're very much an adventurer because you're always looking for different herbs, different plants, things like that. Okay. And you were out there to pursue, in this past life, you were pursuing your dreams here. And I feel like this person was, yeah, the masculine was focusing a lot on pleasing others. So you have great power, strength of character, authority, dignity, influence, self-confidence, leadership, peak condition, and potency. So I feel like the feminine definitely was seen as a powerful person. Like, look at this person here. It's like the feminine was very powerful to everyone, and it was just like kind of weird because it's like you did what you want and you didn't care what anybody said. I feel like maybe even in this past life you didn't really have a partner either, so people were like, how are you doing this on your own? You're feminine, like blah blah blah, you know, that weird historical stuff. But you were strong. You know, your character was very strong, and a lot of people did look up to you. And you didn't care if people said what they had to say. Like, you're like, I'm on my own journey here, right? But with the clouds in the garden, like, this is also showing me with this relationship that you guys didn't, like, you guys stayed as friends and didn't get into a relationship also because of their public influence versus you not really liking to be in that center of attention. Like, you didn't really like, uh I feel like in this society, like, you didn't really like how people acted and mingled around you. So, but this person was very into like being around people, being at service of others, and you knew like if you're around a lot of people, that people would say things that you wouldn't like, and it would like really mess with your mind. Um, and you didn't like that. You know, you didn't like when people try to sway your opinion or anything like that. So that's another reason why you guys kind of stayed as friends and didn't get into a relationship, because this person was really like out there and always surrounded by people where you didn't really like that, you know? So that's what I got for you guys that chose pile 2 with the rose quartz. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. All right, so if you guys have chosen pile 3 with this spiky seashell, you found your way to your reading. So your relationship with this person in a past life. How did it go? What was the situation? All right, let's start with the tarot here. We have the moon, okay, the 9 of pentacles, and the 9 of wands. And I'll pull these like after. Okay. So with this person, all right, let me just give you the background. So there's a big emphasis on environment here. Okay. So I feel like both of you in this past life were really into agriculture. Sorry, I'm just gonna cleanse the space. Yeah, you guys were both into agriculture, and I feel like that's how you provided for your family. Okay. I feel like there was a drought here, and one person wasn't doing well, where the other like had enough. Okay. And then this caused like some friction between you two, because I feel like you guys weren't in a relationship, but you guys were like friends or neighbors or something here. Like you guys like knew each other, like you had a connection to each other, but you felt like this person, or yeah, let's say you felt like this person was a little bit like greedy, because they saw that you were struggling. They knew that you were struggling, but they didn't give to you. Okay? And you felt like really embarrassed by that. I feel like this person was very like boastful as well. And even though they had so much, they still wouldn't be willing to give to others. And I feel like spirit was coming down and like trying to let them know, like, hey, we've given you these blessings, but you're also supposed to share, right? And I feel like you were looking over the fence like, wow, look at everything that they have, and they can't even like offer me anything, right? So where there was that like that tenseness between you two. And it's like this person kept things from you. They kept their wealth from you, even though they knew that you were struggling and you were maybe even doing a lot of things on your own. So you knew like you couldn't stay in this situation, like you couldn't stay where you were. Maybe you're farming, like your plants, your crops weren't doing well. So you knew you had to move locations, because you just weren't going anywhere. You weren't getting anywhere with this. So you knew like, okay, I got to leave this area. I need to leave this situation behind. It hurts that this person is not, helping and sharing, but I got to go my own way, right? So let's look into the other cards here. So we have protection, magic circle, before completion. For your Lenormand, we have the birds, and we also have the ship. Okay, so yeah, definitely you felt like this person was supposed to protect you in a way, but you realized that they weren't all what they seemed, you know? Like they looked flashy, they looked great, they looked like they had enough, they looked like they were a good person. But in reality, you've realized that they were only for themselves and they didn't have the best intentions for other people. They just cared about what they had in their garden, what they had for their own, right? And that was a lesson that you had to learn in this past life with them. Okay, that this person was kind of greedy, honestly. They're really greedy. They didn't really help you. And you're trying to you're protecting yourself from this. I feel like spirit as well. I'm feeling like spirit was protecting you from getting into a relationship with this person, because of you literally just got a taste of how they acted. My eye is twitching right now, like my under eye. Yeah, I feel like this person really upset you. Like you literally had like your eye twitching and you're like clenching your fist. Like how could you be this way? Right? You're like clenching, like even like holding on to this wand here. You're like upset that someone can be so greedy like that. Especially someone you feel like you were close to this person, right? and you felt like, oh, we're in the same community. You're supposed to be helping the people in the community, and this person wasn't doing that. You felt this uncertainty with this person. Like, you're like, you know what? I don't even know how I really feel about you anymore. I don't really feel like you're that balanced person. I don't really feel like you're as giving as you seem to act like you are. You know, like this person put up a facade. Okay. When, yeah, again, look at that, unstable conditions, be extra cautious, loss of faith, doubt and hesitation. Like, I feel like there was a certain situation, an event that took place that really showed you that this person wasn't for you. You know, you were like, I guess the whole community really was going through an unstable condition here, and this person wasn't helping others. And this is before completion here. So it's like, I feel like as well that if this person were just to give out a little bit, give an extra hand, then everyone would be happy. You know, then everything would be like complete, everything would be fine. But this person didn't. And I feel like they went through, because here I'm seeing like you had a conversation with them or other people in your community that like you needed to leave, you needed to go, and they were like, okay, whatever. But it's like when you left, when you were gone, this person started like their wealth and everything started diminishing, and then they started getting into these unstable conditions. So they were boasting before they actually had everything. Like they could have had, you know, enough if they also weren't greedy and they weren't selfish. So I feel like after you like left this situation, you found somewhere else to go, this person's like their wealth and everything like that started like crumbling down. They were supposed to be like cautious, right, with how they acted towards you, how they acted towards their community, but they weren't, okay? Yeah, so this person had like a lot of issues in the past because of how they reacted, how they acted to other people. And they're like too boastful. And then when everybody was gone, they're like, okay, now I'm by myself again. And no one's around. And they just felt like crap, you know? And they treated you so badly. They could have lended a helping hand, but they didn't. So you just left. And I feel like everybody was talking about it because the birds, this is like communication, like between a few people. Sorry if you hear like buzzing. But yeah, you just left. Like everybody in the community was like, "Oh gosh," feeling like horrible about this. So that's what I got for you guys that chose pile 3. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. Alright, so if you have chosen pile 4 with this seashell here, you found your way to your reading. So your past life relationship with this person. What was it like? How did it go? So we're going to start off with the tarot. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Empress, ooh, and the Devil. Okay, yeah. So your past life with this person. I feel like you were the mistress. I feel like this person was juggling, like definitely juggling 2 people. They're juggling 2 relationships. I feel like they were married and were about to get out of this marriage. But before they let like things happen, you know, before they let like that be resolved, you know, going through divorce, whatever, if that was even possible at that time, you know, um, they decided to get into a new connection with you, right? And I feel like this person didn't want to, this person didn't really want to choose, okay? I feel like they were very prosperous with the relationship that they were in. Like they were in a stable condition, you know, they had a nice house, whatever, but they just weren't happy with the person that they were with. And I feel like they didn't want to make up their mind to be with you, and this is why they kept you close. Like, something here is like they kept you attached. Like, they kept you attached to them even though, like, things weren't going the way they're supposed to. Like, I feel like this person was rushing into being with you, but they also didn't have um it just wasn't the right time. Okay? For some reason I feel like this person like definitely put some sort of spell on you to keep you like close. I feel like you figured out that this person had someone else in their life, and you're like, "Oh, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want anything to do with that." And this person like kept you in, like they reeled you in. They felt like they had like they needed to have this control over you so you wouldn't go, so you wouldn't leave, right? I feel like this person as well felt like there was a lot of lust here, a lot of infatuation. They felt very like attracted to you, like strongly, but it's like you weren't trying to put up with, being like the second woman. You weren't trying to put up with being the mistress here, okay? But this person wanted to keep you attached. Yeah. I'm being told to move on because the message is already out there. Okay, so we have cauldron, containment. What did I say? Abundance, Leadermon. We have the crossing, and we also have the star. Yeah, this person was trying to contain you. Literally. Do you see this? Yep. They definitely did spell on you. With that cauldron, like, of course they did. Like, they try to keep you contained. They try to keep you contained because they knew that they were juggling two things at a time, and they're like, I can't make a decision yet, but I don't want you to leave, so I need to keep you in my pocket. I need to keep you close. Even though they knew the timing was not right. Like, the waters were rocky. Like, they were like, their intuition was telling them like, no, don't do this. Like, you shouldn't do this. It's not right. Right? They're supposed to use this time to actually prepare and get ready to like leave a relationship, go through that healing. Like, it takes time. Like, it's a process, but this person wasn't trying to go through that. They're very like they like, I don't know, I'm just feeling like they're like holding on. Like, they're very like greedy. Like, they didn't want you to leave. They didn't want you to go. And I feel like they weren't patient. I feel like they were supposed to be patient and then get that signal from spirit to be like, okay, you can move forward now, everything is great. But they weren't trying to do that. They were trying to control things within their own hands. They weren't supposed to make moves until they had that red light, until they had all the details, until they had all the information. But they just wanted to take matters into their own hands here. They didn't wait until the time was right. As well, like, again, the cauldron. This is like cauldrons used in rituals for it's used as like a ritual vessel, okay, for like the element of water, right? And back here we see water, lots of water. The water's very rocky, and it's like, ooh, it's unstable, right? And I feel like it's this, to me, feels like brewing potions, and using it for spell casting. Yeah. Because you're putting these things into the cauldron, and then you're doing like a ritual or something with this. Ah, I see. Hmm. This is also giving me I'm not sure why, but this is also giving me the feeling of rebirth, like a transformation. I feel like in the end, this relationship ended up being like okay, but it's like there was really sneaky business that happened in the beginning, right? I feel like ultimately they got what they wanted because we have reaping words, culmination, blah blah blah, whatever. You can read it there. So I feel like this person, like in the end, they got what they wanted, but it's like how it started was really rocky and not correct, right? They didn't do it the right way. And how that plays out in this present in the present life and the 21st century here talking today in this present moment, how you guys are having like your connection right now, there can be keys in there, like maybe look at the way that this person is with you, like how they act towards you. This can also be like something that came from past life influence here. Okay, with the what's this called again? I forgot what this is called. I think it's the crossing. So with the crossing and the star, it's like this is something that was I feel like it was fated for you guys to be together, but it's like there's something here. This is like an emphasis on needing to heal past life past life issues that may have came into this life today with this connection, with this relationship. I feel like there's some sort of codependency. There's a strong hold. Okay, there can be an infatuation, whatever it may be. There's some sort of addiction here, something that has followed you from the past life with this connection. And you have to see, this is like a trial here. You have to figure out how to heal from this, how to break this cycle, how to get away from this here, okay? Because there's something here in this present life with this connection that you notice is really weird, like a behavior or a pattern that this person shows to you, right? And it doesn't have to be that they're like not saying that like they have another partner. It's just the fact of this strong hold and needing to uh, keep you around, even when they know that conditions aren't right in their life yet. It's like they're still trying to like keep you sitting around and waiting until things get better, you know? So that's what I got for you guys. That chose pile 4. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now.